Good morning and welcome. Here are developing stories. Operatives of the Department of State Services DSS have arrested Sonny Yusuf, the sixth suspect linked to the 2022 St. Francis Catholic Church attack in Ondo State, where over 40 worshippers died and many were injured. Yusuf, a high-profile Islamic State West African province commander, hid for nearly 4 years in Igosa community, Ovia North local government, Edo State, after fleeing to Kano post-attack. DSS tracked him before the capture. He was confessed to plotting and executing the Owo massacre, the July 2022 Suleja military barracks assault that killed 5 soldiers at Zumarok checkpoint and multiple USWAP kidnappings in Kaduna and nearby areas. Yusuf served under commanders like Abu Ikirima, arrested by DSS in 2024. The DSS is already prosecuting 5 others for terrorism. Ondo State is positioning itself as an investment destination. This formed the focus of the State Investment Summit 2026, where investors and delegates gathered to explore opportunities for economic growth and advancement. Blessing Obe brings us details.
The Ondo State Investment Summit 2026, themed The New Ondo, Forging the Pathway to Prosperity, featured series of exhibitions across agriculture, technology, fashion, and other locally made products. Entrepreneurs leveraged the platform to display homegrown products sourced and processed in the state. The summit focused on investment opportunities across critical sectors in agriculture, infrastructure, natural resources, highlighting them as key drivers of development. With hundreds of delegates in attendance, discussions focused on harnessing Ondo State human capital, natural endowment to attract investors.
Ondo State has what I would call virgin tourist opportunities that are yet to be explored. And now we'll have our coastal line opportunities that is very, very, very raw, waiting to be tapped. So with these investors coming around, with the MOUs being signed, there's going to be a lot of shooting up for Ondo State to the world.
Ondo State is rich in opportunities, so it's a state, it's an oil-producing state, and a state that is lucky with the type of government it has. So opportunities are all over the place. Investment in real estate, investment in oil production, investment in small-scale industries. These are what drives economy. Like the Asian tigers, Ondo State is a destination for good investment.
Investors and partners identified manufacturing, agro-processing, technology, among others, as priority sectors with strong returns on investment. They urged the state government to improve road infrastructure in rural areas to encourage investor participation.
Isn't as if Ondo State is slow? It's because it's peaceful and it has this gentle energy. That's what Ondo State represents. And it's that peace and stability that is the foundation on which credible investments thrive. The theme of this topic for me, the Ondo State of tomorrow, it reflects a deliberate shift. It reflects a shift from dependence to productivity, from government doing everything to government enabling enterprise, from potential to performance.
If you look at our investments in Ondo State, you will see that we have demonstrated that industrialization is viable in Ondo State. Now imagine multiple processing and manufacturing clusters if you bring your money here. Maybe we need to start blowing our trumpets in Ondo State.
We must move beyond building just homes. We must build ecosystems that will guarantee that developers can come together and collaborate with the government, not as individuals, but as members of bodies like REDA that Ondo State can earmark XYZ hectares of land and create the infrastructure needed for them to go there and start developing homes.
Ondo State government says the investment summit will be held annually to review progress and showcase achievements. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
Governors and leaders of All Progressives Congress APC have recommitted to grassroots mobilization for President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda at the Progressives Governors Forum Renewed Hope Ambassadors Summit 2026 held at the State House Conference Center. The President Bola Tinubu, represented by his vice, Kashim Shettima, announced a shift from 2025 stabilization to 2026 acceleration anchored by the 58.18 trillion naira budget. Tinubu highlighted moderating inflation, easing fuel prices, a stable naira, and 5 of Africa's 7 major 2025 investment landing in Nigeria. The president tasked Renewed Hope ambassadors with countering misinformation, gathering feedback, and outreach towards markets and campuses. President Tinubu also appealed for reconciliation in Benin, urging SGF Judge Akume to mend ties with Governor Hyacinth Alia, noting that Benin deserves peace and development. The First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has launched a Flow with the Confident Sanitary Pad initiative, a program aimed at improving menstrual health and hygiene among schoolgirls across the country. Speaking during the launch in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, the First Lady said the core objective of the initiative is to empower schoolgirls through education on menstrual hygiene intended to promote confidence and dignity. The First Lady, who was represented by the wife of the Abia State Governor, Priscilla Oti, stressed that no girl should ever be forced to miss school because she cannot afford sanitary materials. Remi Tinubu encouraged them to study diligently, support one another, and never allow shame or stigma to diminish their confidence. The event marked a significant step in strengthening collaborative efforts to protect the dignity, health, and education advancement of the Nigerian girl child. Our renewed drive to reduce the number of out-of-school children in Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara State has gained momentum under a jointly funded education program supported by the European Union and the 3 state governments. The initiative, implemented in partnership with UNICEF, focuses on strengthening early childhood education as a long-term strategy for improving enrollment retention and completion rates across the Northwest. Speaking at the high-level media dialogue on education reform, the executive chairman of Sokoto State's Universal Basic Education Board, Umar Tamboa, described the collaboration as a practical response to the region's persistent education challenges. Under the program, more than 160 early childhood care development centers received teaching and learning materials between 2024 and 2025, with plans to expand support to additional centers. The intervention also includes teacher training, improved infrastructure, and digital data system to track enrollments and identify out-of-school children. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has debunked claims of result manipulation at the Kuroko Health Center polling unit in Yangoki Ward following the area council election in Federal Capital Territory (FCT). Dissatisfied with the FCT elections, the National Treasurer of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), Mani Ahmad, said the outcome of the polls and the by-election in Kano and Rivers State could not be used to measure results in the 2027 general elections. In a statement signed by its FCT office resident electoral commissioner Aminu Idris, INEC said the viral figure of 1,219 votes for a political party was incorrect and misleading. It stressed that technological safeguards within its bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) and the INEC result vein (IREF) portal make such manipulation impossible, urging members of the public and the media to verify information with official records. The electoral body reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and accountability, stating that genuine errors were investigated and corrected immediately. And that's developing stories. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning.